very important. There are differences between having double unders and really having double unders. Okay? To be able to control the human body, there are different ways of doing it. So I'm going to show you a couple of different versions. So if I've got double unders, I should have all the power, all the advantage. If I'm loose like this, if I'm just holding her, if she's good at wrestling, she'll still throw me from here. Okay? She will still throw me around. There's still counters. There's still things she can do, even though she's got an inferior position. Okay? So a couple of things you can do to make sure your double unders are strong. I need to decide whether I want her crumpled backwards, okay, or I want to have control of her torso. So if I want control of her torso, what I'll basically do is like a forklift, jack these arms up right underneath her armpit and cinch in around her torso, okay, like this. Once I've got this lends itself really nicely to trips, okay, because she's completely stuck to me. Wherever my body goes, she goes. It works really nicely for hip throws, because as soon as my body turns, she's going. If there's a big height difference, if she's taller than me, or if it just works out better, I can also go to the hips. Okay, so we go from here, which is a kind of a middle of the road, not useless, but not as advantageous. Slightly down, I'm going to pull her hips in. Okay, there. Okay. Now I've got her hips. If I have her hips, she's going down 100% of the time. There's nothing she can do, because there's nothing she can do to counter this that don't involve moving her hips. So I've got this. All I've got to do is like step over, and she's going to fall down. So when you get unders, either high and tight or low and tight. In between can work with some techniques, but as a general rule, even with the over-under, okay, to dominate the over-under, I'm going to be using this hand jacking up to the ceiling, okay, up here. Okay, that's what I want, because it makes it hard for her to swim back in. When up with this hand here, I'm not just letting it sit there. Even if I'm happy for her to have the double under, have the underhook on this side, because maybe I want to do a hip throw, okay, as an example. I'm going to hold that into my body, right? I'm separating that arm away from her body, away from her power. This is our thigh. Okay?
This doesn't feel good.
She's only up because I want her to stand up, right, at that point?
Yeah.
So every position should be held properly.